可以的。
可以的，我没有试过，所以我就。
I'm here. I'm here.
Hello.
I'm here. And you guys are talking. You guys are talking, and I'm here. I can hear you. I'm like, these people are talking as if I'm not here. I'm here. I don't know, let me just try because I thought my camera is on, but let me just try again. I thought it was on, but let me just go through again. What's this? Is this on?
Yeah.
Oh, technology. Oh my man. I'm sorry, my apartment is so bad, it's not looking good at all.
It does matter.
Oh my word. I should have, yeah. All right, how are you? Oh,
I'm glad.
I am so, feeling excited already.
Oh, exciting.
I am feeling excited, I must tell you.
Oh, are you hot?
Yeah, can I take this one off? No.
Okay, now I'm using a teaching together of Wuxi Shuofang Center and Wanda Center.
It's Abbey Center.
Yeah, Abbey Center. Now, my boss have two centers. One is in Shuofang and one is in Wanda.
No, as long as it's not in near Taisha.
Last year, my boss told me you work in Abbey, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abbey is our brand. It's one of the richest brand in the world. Okay. No, I came to China last year in February on the 18th. So I was working for Abbey in Hunan province. Yueyang city. So they didn't pay me for 6 months, so I got another job also with the Abbey. Yeah, I don't know why, but because I was new, so I don't want to talk bad about it because they're the ones who brought me to China, but you can't get things right. So they didn't pay me up until now. So I got the job. I was about to travel back to South Africa. So somebody said, no, you do not need to go back to South Africa because things are hard now. So we can assist you to get another job. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I thought Abbey, that center in Yueyang, I thought it's only a school in China. I came to Jiangyan last year in August because from February up until August I could not get paid, and I was about to get back. And you can imagine I was in the last plane, Chinese airline, in February, before all the flights were grounded. We were only a few in the plane, So arriving in China that time last year in February, it was really amazing. I was not even caring about salary because I was like, oh wow, this is how China looks.
So I was asking you for Haizhou, how many years? How many months?
It's from August. I think it should be now about 10 months because next month July will be the 11th. Then August was supposed to be the end of my contract. But I spoke to my boss. I said to him, I don't think I'm gonna be renewing, and then you try to speak to me about maybe if I'm interested, you can add some money. But I said no, I think I should go. I should just, because remember I arrived here in Jiangyan from Yueyang because I was depressed, So this place is a very good place. The boss is good, pays everything. We have a research team. We have foreign affairs. It's really nice place, right? So but it reminds me of the I just want totally now so that I can forget about you're young. So if I go to another school, I think it will be now better. Then I would say like, okay, now I'm starting a new life. So we participate in speak out. So it's a good school. We work hard on resigning kids. You can call him and ask him. I came to China by accident, because I was a public school teacher back in South Africa. Yes. So coming here to China for the very first time, it was really nice. And I used to be a reading ambassador who has traveled to 22 countries across Africa. Then I went to university. Since I came to China, this is what has been happening. It's been humbling. It's a nice place, but I've learned a lot of how parents, because I want the kids to stay, even if they finish my little old one, I want to see them going to the next one, the whole group, not one, not 5, not 6. If they're 11, let them go to be promoted to the next level. So the weaknesses I have is I've been teaching all my life. I was teaching what you call academic language, and everything in my life involves education, nothing else. I know kids a lot most of the time. Resigning of the kids. Make sure that actually when you do your demo, you make sure that the people sign up. And sometimes their judgment is quite different in all that. We plan together. We need to plan together. The CCs, the what before, and take the kids from the reception. To get the kids there, speak to them there before you can take them to the demo. Receive them, bring them in, play around with them. 10 minutes before the demo. By the time you get to the demo, you can play all kinds of games and more creative games, and the kids will like it. Involve the parents in the games and all that. And now the work remains with the school, the way they negotiate with the parents. Some parents obviously do not have enough money. So you need to. The school also needs to find a footing. In that, because as I said to you, it frustrates that you can see the parents, everybody else was really feeling happy. When they got to negotiating table back in the back rooms, you don't see the kids again, And I understand that some of the parents, they don't have money and they just want to see like what's going on if they can try their luck. So these are my weaknesses, and the resigning of the students, it needs to start the day that the foreign teacher takes over the class. Not when you have 2 units and then you're like, okay guys, let's start speaking to the parents. Come, you're gonna speak to the parents after the class. Please, Bonny, you gotta go and speak to the parents. Wait. Right now, where have we been all this time? Resigning is like a plant, it's like a seed. And the sun is coming and is sending the energy and the food to the plant up until it grows. And so you don't need to worry. The first day you walk into the class, it's the first day you need to sell yourself to the kids and market yourself to the kids, and you become a kid and you make sure that these kids they feel like they cannot wait to come back the next day to the class. And you need to understand how much money the parents can afford or they cannot afford, and make a way for them. You see people, business is people, so you don't lose people. And the third one is the local teacher, between the relationship between the local teacher and the foreign teacher. And also you should understand that there's also prejudice between the parents as well as the foreign teacher, especially foreign teacher with a color, especially the old parents. So you need to do more. It's not like Chinese people are racist. No, I don't think so. But you need to understand the perceptions of the people. So you need to sell yourself more. Obviously, my counterpart, my white guy from South Africa, he does not need to do much, because already the acceptance, it's the eye. So you can't blame people. It's the eye, it's perception. It's how they perceive things. So you need, as a person of color, you need to sell yourself. Don't say, no, they're racist, parents don't like me, or some local teachers do not like me,
Yeah. Usually we will tell the parents if the kids come, the Bonny is so black. I will tell the parents and the kids, the foreign teachers' county are very hot. So they are black. Well, in summer, I tell the kids, well, in summer, you will go outside. You will
I'm so connecting with you. I'm so connecting with you, Firstly, I think that's a nice one. I should use it. That okay, you can be like me. Begin to understand how you can be able to survive in the world. Because you can be short, you can be tall, you can be too big. Some certain parents had a problem with that. Like she's so big, she can't run. Like, how can she teach my kid? She can't even play games. India, if you go to India, people that are more darker in India, they cannot survive. They need to work extra hard to be able to be part of Mumbai elites. Yeah, because in India you have this class. So if you're darker, you stay in a certain area. If you're a certain class, I cannot marry you because you're not from aristocratic, from a ruling elites, I cannot offer my marriage to you. So you need to work hard, on that. You cannot expect that all the local teachers, they're going to like you. No. You need to begin to accept that life is not like that. It has never been like that. It's not going to be like that. And number 4, it's the understanding the intelligence of the kids. You need to understand that, children, and like everyone else, like an adult, we have a different you learn by hearing, but if I give you a picture like, I can't see, like what's that? So this is the first personality. So if you as a teacher should know this child or this local teacher or my boss is auditory personality, and the other one is a visual personality. People, if I ask you, what do you like? You say, I like blue. I like what? Because you like colors. You like to sing. You talk too much. You're energetic because you have visual personality. And then you get people that learn from. If you give the kids to draw, the kids with a visual personality, they can draw pictures. They can color. So, but that one with the auditory personality is so good with when you play music. He's so good to sing. He can sing because he loves listening. He learns from listening. It's the personality. It's there. It's in their genes. Then you get feeding personality. People learn by doing. Playing games. Don't be. We call it feeling personality. Meaning you're busy teaching. What do you see? Or what do you have? And he just look at you like this. And he cannot respond because he can't understand but when they start playing the game, that feeling personality kid will start getting involved and excited, looking forward, and he wants to engage himself quickly, and he learns in the process. So the language, English language, like a Chinese, is embedded in maths. The intelligence, the kids have there's no one who's stupid. I think maybe you can get a stupid teacher, but not a stupid kid, because the kids have what you call multiple personalities. And if you have 12 kids or 11 kids or 13 kids in class, you need to understand that you need to tap into the intelligence of every kid in class. Do not expect that the kid from the right corner will be the same as the kid to the other corner, or the kid in the middle, and that goes together with not forgetting about the background of the kid. Sometimes the genetics, how the nurturing of the child, how the child was nurtured. Language is like a reading. It's not natural. You have to force. You have to find ways. When you were at university, you used to read a lot. You used to read and read and read. Now you can't read. Why? Because it's not because you are too busy. Because learning language and reading are not phenomena. They're not natural. You have to. Teaching is not natural. It's you have to find every day there's an outcome, then you use that outcome. If a child, a student is unruly in class, is troublesome, running around, standing up quickly, touching a teacher, a foreign teacher and all that, then the local teacher comes, please sit down. No, that kid is smarter than you. So what do you do in that case? Okay, you steal that idea of running around, and you create games from YouTube. But the games from the troublesome students in class, they are not troublesome. They are talented. They are genius. They are so smart and are so brilliant. Not games for that goes in hand with what the parents are feeling like and what they can sacrifice to keep their child at school. You don't learn from setting off teaching and forcing a kid. That's why you find that Chinese people that have learned the English for over 10 years, they still don't know. Every child learns from playing. Development of a child is all about it's all about trust. How can I trust you? If you make my life miserable, I am not going to learn from you. I swear, I am not going to learn from you. But if you make my life like I'm your best friend, the best everything that ever happened in your life, then I'm going to lend my ear, even if what you're saying is not making sense. But I will be with you by your side. And not just downloading different games all the time. There are already games in class. Every kid has an idea. These guys are inventors. They're scientists. They are scientists. They are the leaders of tomorrow. So you need to tap into them, but don't judge them as a unit. No, and teach. But the child keeps saying, there's a kid who just keeps saying all the time, say, ita, isa. Ita, isa. And the kids can't say sandwich. They'll say, Halloween, handsome, handwich, handwick. But the kid is not stupid. I'm telling you, this kid is not stupid. The cognitive level, you need to discover. You are in the lab. You are not in class as a teacher. You are in the lab and you're not a teacher. You are a leader. You are leading the kids. You are trying to see what they're doing, and then you integrate that into the lessons that you have. The kid that is playing around, you don't know. He's good in shapes. Very good in maths and shapes. Very good in numbers. And because he's ahead of you and you think he's a troublesome, he's running around in class. Like you ask a kid, simple question, hello, how are you? The kid said, I am 5 years old. How are you? I am 3 years old. You need to find out. You've been teaching all this time. Sorry, let me just shut the alarm. Okay, cool. I won't take this call. It's a call. I'm sorry about that. So it's disturbing me. Sorry. You need to find out why is the kid not talking, or the kid cannot understand how to say hello, how are you? They would like to scream, hello, how are you? I'm good. I'm wonderful. I'm great. I'm good. You know?
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, certain classes, the kids maybe don't want that. Maybe one or two parents don't like that method, or a local teacher does not like that method, or the foreign teacher does not like that method, or maybe even the department, the managers don't like that. There's a marketing, integrated into this teaching as well. So it's not about all this; it's all the elements coming together. I love seeing that I am also a student. I share the ideas, not saying, I'm a teacher, sit down. You need to have a good relationship with the parents as well. Excuse me. And it's not possible to fulfill the needs of every parent. At my current school, the school has been doing so well in terms of research, meetings and talking about how we can conduct ourselves, how we can do games and all that. It has been, the experience that I got there quite rich. It goes hand in hand with because they understand, they listen to people, they listen to foreign teachers, they listen to the local teachers and to the parents as well. And so you need to be like a clay, clay you can bend it this way, like a pottery, you can bend it, you need to bend, to be flexible, so don't teach kids the extended things when kids have not understood what you're talking about. Okay, for example, what letter is it? Let's say letter A. What letter is it? Just let the kids say it is a big A, it is a small a, or start with big A, small a. Then when you see
I think so, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the education is you clamor, then you start clamor, then you change it. It is from there. Then from there you can say, what letter is it? They say it is letter A. It's grown ups. They're crazy. How do you ask one question? They want you to give three answers, three different answers. What letter is it? It is letter A. What letter is it? It is a big A. What letter is it? It is a small a. Kids will be like that. So you need to take it slow.
Okay, yeah.
Take it slow. Take it slow. They are special kids, special people out there that they can grasp things. It's not like that special something. It's because they do preliminary preparations at home, and the mother's a teacher, the father's a teacher, or the sister is teaching the kid the cards you give them. They follow the vocabulary, so they are ahead of you. And they come to work to school, and the education becomes the vocabulary, everything that you're teaching that day, the content becomes boring because he has already practiced at home, and he's just getting bored in class.
So at home we can practice use games. Yeah, use games to practice. The kids will like it. Yeah.
If you have got good relationship with the parents, visit their home, play around with the kid, help teach the parents how they can. Yeah, I'm telling you, teach them. Okay, here we are. Now we are teaching. Let's say my big world. You are teaching the rooms of the house. Bedroom. And then you can even play a drama and say, okay, mommy, go to the kitchen. Where is your mother? She is in where? In the kitchen. Oh, they'll say chicken. Then you laugh. If you do rooms of the house, then what the other kid you do maybe countries each. Then the parent will see when you're gone. They'll be playing around with the child and say, "Hey, Bonnie is gone, and now it's my turn." Where is your father? Where is your father? Because you are doing it to me. English, like any other language in the world, it's about, like water, So if you have, for example, you have this okay, markers here, okay. So let's say, for example, this is your Chinese words, okay. So okay, we can even put more. This is just here are this is your Chinese language vocabulary. So these are all vocabularies, batch of them. So what you need, languages like this, Now this is English, all right?
Yeah.
So this is your head, this is your brain, okay? So this is your brain, and this is a vocabulary from the day you were born. You've been accumulating, collecting all the vocabulary, the idioms, the expressions and stuff like that over the years. Now it's sitting in your brain. But if you don't start taking this one, take it in first. You put another one in, then you start taking the Chinese words out of your brain. You put another one, you take this one out.
Out.
You put another one, and this one is out. So you put this one, maybe you leave this one because maybe you know a little bit of Chinese now. Now you know more of English. Now this is just a little bit of Chinese, and this is all the English words. I'll tell you my story. South Africa has its own dictionary because we have English for black people, and we call it South African Black English. We got English for Afrikaner, white Afrikaner. We call it the South African what Afrikaner English. You got vocabulary for English people that are white, that are South Africans. You got even the Chinese that have been in South Africa since 1600. They have picked up their own English mixture of over the years, because when they arrived as prisoners in South Africa 1600, many years ago, they developed their own vocabulary around their cultures. They've got their own accent, their own pronunciation, their own expressions, their own idioms, and their own way of teaching and developing their children. Now, when you get all these children together in one class, they start learning from each other. You go to their homes, you visit them, you get a read of their Chinese words, at least for that 30 minutes or 1 hour, So politicians across the world that try to get a read of English, they cannot. It's not possible because now we use Google. We use Facebook, we use Twitter, we use WhatsApp, we use Instagram in English. Library at your school, but your library is in Chinese, has a Chinese books. Then how do you expect? This is an English center, yeah. But you can, the kids needs to go home with an English book, discussing the issues around the ESL in the schools. It says that the schools are just milking the parents, the Chinese parents, because these kids cannot speak even over the years, 10 years. The child goes to school, but he still cannot express himself in English, but they paid over the years. But then we need to find a solution. It's possible. If we want it to happen, if we want it to happen, it will happen. And to sort of bond, and so that parents can start trusting you. Parents that I deal with, they're always happy. I teach them English. When I see them, I said, when I'm doing even my demo, I said, okay, you will say, what do you see? Let's start the people at the back, let's do it together. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Follow me now. All right. Some parents, they're excited because now they can also practice English with me during demos, during during Parents' Day. They're so excited because they go like, today I know that teacher. I'm gonna learn 1 or 2 words from him, or maybe I'm gonna practice my English because it's been some time that I haven't spoken English, and they're so excited. They look forward to it. If the Abby is in that community, surrounding community, it means you are owing them a lot. You need to help the whole community. It doesn't matter that there are other schools, different schools, I2, there's First Leap, it doesn't matter. All the people in that area, even the shops next to you, teach them, because they also got the kids. I see that people don't plow back. They don't know how to plow back into the community. How can you have a school, a center, next to somebody who's selling tomatoes here, you just ignore that person. You guys are elite. You help that person, and that person, you know, markets you because he goes out. Hey guys, I have a shop next to me, you know, and you know, the foreign teachers, whatever they teach me English. I want you guys. You must send your child to that school. You know, that's it. You can't live a life whereby the foreign teachers buy food elsewhere. You know, you don't eat from your neighbor here. It starts here. It starts in the house. It starts in the household. So anybody else that is close to you, up until you expand the whole community, you know, speak, have an outreach, go out there, speak to people, preach about it. You know, speak to the guy, even that guy who you think that this guy does not have money, he cannot bring his child to the school because he does not look like he has money. Because I know what the schools does. They research, you know, if the parents got money. But you ignoring this guy just next to you. You know, so the involvement of the stakeholders is very, very critical. Very critical. So in regards to the local teachers, you need to perpetrate the ways, you know, a local teacher and a foreign teacher work together, you know, and they need to be talented. They need to understand each other. I mean, he understands me, I understand him. When he's sick, I know that he sometimes goes like, okay, you know, the cameras are watching, but hey, bro, I won't be able to cooperate. I'm so sleepy. And we know each other. You know, we understand each other. You know, we get what I mean. You know, so he sits there, he stands up, you know, because of the camera and all that. The other day it will be me. You know, he will be teaching. We know, we just switch. We have a good relationship, and the kids knows. It's not kids don't know. They know what we are doing. They know something is up to no good. Some schools maybe wants to get cheap. You know, local teachers that don't have exposure, and they find it. Some local teachers find it hard to, because their focus is in class. The focus is not to build relationship with you. You get what I mean? Because they have a work to do. You know, and they don't know that a relationship goes together. You know, with the teaching. Because if a local teacher and a foreign teacher are at loggerheads, they're bumping each other, it means that the kids who pretend as if they can't see, they know you guys don't see each other eye to eye. You know, so don't think it's, as a result, it affects the teaching in class, the quality of teaching in class, you know, team building. But I don't think you can do team building once. I mean, we are teaching the kids every day, so why only having team building once? It needs to start at the grassroots. The first day you walk into the class, and also they sharpen their English, because also they are desperate to learn English. You know, they only teach themselves to speak English when they have, you know, sending off classes. You know, when it's just them. You know, and they think that's, you learn English by conversation, get opportunity when it's them and the kids. You know, it's like we have a separate powers. We have a power. They wait for that day. I have my own time. I can teach the kids, you know, English myself, and I can sharpen my English. No way. That's not. You're not gonna learn a lot. You're not learning about my culture, and I'm not learning about your culture. So if you want to make sure the quality of education at your center is really extremely good, and you're trying to improve it, you gotta make sure that, you know, don't allow the people to set up groups, because it also destroys the organization. It destroys the institution. It destroys the center, because these groups are like an army. They're like soldiers. They're like a units. They're like units. You know, so there's that unit, camp, and they're planning something. You know, when you see people together, you must wonder, what are they planning? Do they want to plant a bomb, or what are they doing? What are they discussing? Always there'll be discussions, you know. So don't let them to create units, because you can't. You fail. You cannot integrate. You cannot interact. You don't have interpersonal skills. You can't. You need to have that interpersonal skills and click with the people, and make sure that, because that is going to go a long way. And if parents realize that you are the local teacher and foreign teacher and at loggerheads, they'll make sure they'll take their child out of that school.
Okay, I can understand you, yes. So now I just want to ask, do you have residence permit and criminal record.
Where's the phone, by the way? Let me see. I have this thing. Just hold. Let me just get my passport. Let me see how many are there. Oh, I've got another one here. Okay. Let's see.
Okay. Maybe later you can send it to your agent, and then he will send it to my boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one, your work visa is.
Because you don't know what the local teacher is talking about with the parents, because they always have a meeting with them, they always have access to them, they have their WeChat numbers.
When is the expire?
I think the card says 31st of August.
August?
Yeah.
Your work visa.
Yeah. Oh, I found it. Maybe you can see something here. I don't know what it says here.
Maybe you can send. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, it said August. Yeah. It's 2021. Also, the same thing. Is it 31st?
August. Yeah.
Yeah, 31st August. Yeah, it says 31st August. Both of these are August.
Okay. Now, how many?
My boss told me that I can leave because I told him already. He said to me, I can leave because I told him he has to bring another person. I was supposed to leave in August, but my boss sent me a message that I can leave if I choose. I can leave on the mid-July train. It's up to me. If I leave early, it's also good for him. If I leave later, he has no problem. You know, it's because he's a nice guy. I think on the 16th or 17th of July.
16 or 17, yeah.
Of July.
16, 17 of July.
Yeah, because on the 15th we get our salary. We get our salary on the 15th.
You can come, yeah.
Yeah.
You can come 2 hours. Yeah. Okay. Now, how much salary do you hope more?
You cannot ask for more than that, you know.
In China, yeah, from last year to this year, all the training center is not good, yes. Maybe
even here they closed. Even here where I am, they closed. Yeah. But she sent me a contract, detailing me that, you know, what was this? I can take a look at it. Remuneration. Where is this? This is your contract, I think. This one.
How much salary? Another center send it to you, yeah.
Remuneration. I can't. I cannot because I mean I'm already almost earning the same amount here. So this is my request. This was my request. Yeah, because I wrote in what my expectations were about. The problem that why I'm suggesting this is because I don't like, you know, moving from place to place and thinking about anything else. I don't want people to be saying, but you get. I don't want that. I want something that I chose, and if something happens to me, it's what I chose. It's my own fate. My own fate, you know, because when somebody chooses the amount for me, and I'm always, you know, it's a conscious, it's a logical thing. It's like, oh, they just said they can offer me this, and that's why I came here. I had no choice. They said they're gonna give me this much, but I said I wanted this, and then I'm gonna leave. I don't want that. If I said it's what I chose, if something happens to me, if there's more jobs, there's what, it's my own choice. I chose this amount. You know, and it's my own fate. If I die from it, it's me that chose that amount. To be complaining, to say, you can say, Bonny, you're the one who chose the amount, and so you can't do this job. Well, we discuss these things, you know, and we see people see other opportunities, and I don't believe that the opportunity is everywhere. It's not true. Whatever you get right now is your opportunity. The contracts. I've been doing interviews since the last of last month. But I've been turning it down because I see complications in it. My skills and my passion, and I can't wait to learn more even at my new center, because I'm a fast learner, so these are the issues that I have. If my agent, this is what I told my agent, and my agent found me the job of that amount. So I don't know now what to say.
Okay, I know, yeah, 26K, yeah.
So if that's the case, if you say, okay, Bonny, you got the job today, I'm gonna tell my boss, I say I'm leaving in July, because I have not told him.
Okay, I will tell my boss, okay?
Yeah. Then
yeah.
so
Each week we have 2 days off, yeah.
Yeah.
And each day 8 hours. Yeah, work 8 hours. From Monday to Friday you have 2 days off, and another day foreigner worked from 12:30 to 8:30. Saturday and Sunday worked from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Yeah.
If you can send me a contract as soon as possible today, I can print it out and sign it and send it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no problems, but don't delay, because if you delay, it's confusing.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You've been so.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me the whole time.
Me too.